What are you hardwired to do in life? In life, we are hardwired for something. Do you believe? So I'm gonna share how I discovered a part of myself. And I know we could lose a lot of our self, right? And so this is about how discovering where my old handwriting helps me rediscover something I had forgotten about myself, and how it became a tool for healing and empowering others to discover what they're hardwired to do in life. So I began writing when I was in fourth grade. You know how artists find inspiration to create art when they are going through a difficult time in their lives or are in pain. Would you agree? Yes. How we turn into an artist when we are, or a poet when we are in pain. So that time I wrote about my favorite teacher. I won't name her. So I was saddened to learn that she was there to be our substitute teacher for 3 months. And she was the first person to notice about my drawing at that time. So I was also into drawing. I had no one to tell how sad I was about her leaving. So I started writing them on paper and turning them into paper planes. I would fly these paper planes to the gutters of our roof in the house. I not only felt relief, but I also found joy in writing. So I wrote everything under the sun. Then one night, it rained heavily. So when I went to our garden in the morning, I noticed some of the crumpled paper planes on the ground. I was terrified seeing my mother out in the garden. Then she had read my paper planes. After that, I never wrote about my feelings again. But I could still write my thoughts at school, but it wasn't about emotions, but about what I was thinking. When my thoughts, everything that I think about. So my writing pad has become my best friend, where I enthusiastically express my ideas and explanations. Now, what happened next is, so it just flowed naturally. And so, yeah, they just flowed until I had to change my handwriting. And it took me 18 years to figure out what happened to the writer in me. So this is the story from elementary school to freshman high school. I wrote with my left hand with slant to the left. I think it's not a common gun, diba? So back then, we were asked to watch a video, and then we were asked to write our thoughts about the video. I wrote, I was excited, and I wrote 2 pages back to back. Then, the teacher gave me 0 because she couldn't understand my handwriting. So, yeah, I was so curious what her thoughts were, right? Because I was so excited about what my thoughts were about the movie. But then she gave me 0. She didn't bother reading my handwriting because of the left slant, which is not common. And yeah, not only did I feel that my ideas were being ignored, but I also felt that I needed to change my handwriting. And after that, I never wrote with a slant to the left again. I didn't immediately notice the effect of changing my handwriting, But as I got used to my new handwriting, the writer in me slowly faded. It faded away. I first noted that in my third year high school when I was struggling to fill in the first half of the Sulating Pangwakas. I thought my ideas weren't just flowing. Writing, which was second nature to me, has become excruciating. But what we are hardwired would manifest itself in natural ways. For the next few years, I would be interested in buying notebooks. In fact, I have more notebooks than clothes, so that's why I always wear black. But they would be empty. And I haven't really delved deeper. I haven't delved deeper into it, why I keep buying notebooks. until, until 2 years ago, when I finally made sense, where after 18 years, I began to feel these notebooks. And how I discovered it is we have this, 2 years ago, we discussed our personality test results in the office. So we took this personality test. And then in the first exercise, we were asked to write our names on our dominant hand. The second task required us to write with our non-dominant hand. My handwriting was nearly identical. So the following day, this has happened many times where they would return to me because my signature weren't consistent. So yeah, that was a eureka actually. And then, so yeah, I recall that the test, what we discussed. And then, it was about using our dominant hand. So it should be natural. And then I just questioned why I couldn't do a proper signature when in fact it should be natural. So yeah, that was that moment. And then, that was it. And then it reminded me of how I lost it through those exercises and also I've been into healing journey since 2020. So it's actually a journey. So I began, I didn't even notice when I lost it. The time the teacher once gave me 0 for my left slant handwriting. So after that, I began writing with my left slant. And was surprised to find that it felt familiar. So anything we're hardwired to do uses little of our energy. Energy flows where there is no resistance. For that week, I journaled for hours about my birth and childhood, a hospital visit, my observations of a meeting, a place, and everything just flows. And I could finally read my own handwriting. I could hardly read my handwriting when I changed it. It's funny. And I was drawn to Toastmasters, for example, because I enjoy giving talks. And also I just enjoy writing. So many things in life are fleeting, like the hanami. Hanami is the cherry blossom season. And this beautiful flower just fit today. But I know for sure that when we pursue what is natural in ourselves, with patience and appreciation, we can more June as beautifully as cherry blossoms, as beautifully as these flowers. So it took me years to rediscover the writer within myself, but what is natural in us can never be lost, only restored. All you have to do is unlearn what isn't you.
Thank you, Ms. Eguia, for your wonderful and inspiring message.